and thank you for joining me. In this video, I will be introducing you to technical communication and whatever we're going to be doing in this course. So, what is technical writing? Technical writing is very different from other forms of writing that you have done in the past, whether in high school or at the beginning of your university career, if you take an English 102 or English 203 or any other composition course. So, before we start, which of the following statements is or are true? Engineers can improve their writing by making it longer and sound fancier. Engineers don't know the rules of grammar and punctuation, and good writing is produced by people who are born as good writers. So, obviously, all three are myths because they were marked as such. However, let's fix the previous statements. Engineers can improve their writing by making it clear, precise, concise, and direct. Number two, engineers realize the importance of correct grammar and punctuation to ensure writing accuracy. And number three, experienced engineering practitioners recognize what readers expect in each type of content that's covered, its sequencing, and the formatting of the documents. So the 7 traits of technical writing are clarity, precision, conciseness, directness, accessible document design, audience recognition, and accuracy, things that we will be covering in this course. So, how is technical writing different from personal writing? Let's compare these two statements. Looking into the azure blue sky, one could see the golden orb of sun slip gently beneath the western sky. This is very personal, and it's also a little bit poetic. It's definitely creative. The technical way to say all of that is the sun set in the west. How is writing objective versus expressive? Let's take a look at these two examples. This is an ode to a shoe. My son's tennis shoes rest temporarily in a heap against the kitchen door, their laces soiled, their tongues hanging out like exhausted terriers. The soles worn down on the insides from sliding into second are green, the shades of summer. Canvas exteriors, once pristine white, are the colors of the rainbow, sun-bleached, sun-splattered, rained on, ketchup and mustard adorn, each shoe shouting a child's joyous exuberance, I'm alive! Well, this is very expressive for sure. The technical way would be how a manufacturing tennis shoes company would write the technical specifications of this shoe. The D40 Slammer tennis shoe will be manufactured to the following specifications: sole, neoprene rubber number 345, white enameled paint, etc., etc. Uppers blue canvas, white canvas tongue, laces 15 inches long, 100% cotton, etc., etc. That would be very objective. How is technical writing different from academic writing? Well, let's first take a look at the different types of writing. Types of writing range from creative writing to technical writing. And it's not that one is better than the other or one is worse than the other. Each one serves a different purpose, and each one has different traits. So creative writing includes poems, plays, stories, and it's connotative and expressive, uses expressive words, uses fictional characters, uses imagery and plots. Expressive writing, for example, narratives and descriptions, is subjective based on personal experience. It's connotative and expressive and uses connotative and expressive words. Expository writing, for example, comparison, contrast, analysis, cause effect, argument, persuasion. Essay type of writing is objective and uses connotative and denotative words. In journalism, for example, we have news stories, features, editorials. This type of writing is objective, written from factual observation, uses short sentences and paragraphs, and uses some connotative but more denotative words. So every word means what it's supposed to mean. Unlike with creative writing, Words can be connotative, which means that a word can have a connotation, a different meaning than the actual dictionary meaning of it. Finally, for technical writing, we have memos, letters, reports, instructions, resumes, and web pages. This type of writing is objective, written about products or services, uses short sentences and paragraphs, and definitely uses denotative words. How is academic writing different from technical writing? Which is what you would be doing at the university in other courses other than engineering courses. This is what English 204, for example, is about, academic writing. Well, let's take a look. First of all, the different components of both are the development, grammar, organization, style, and document design. And academic writing and technical writing are both similar in 3 of these areas, or actually very similar in both areas of development and grammar, a little bit different in organization, definitely different in style and document design. So, for technical writing, the development uses examples, anecdotes, testimony, data research, whereas academic writing uses examples, anecdotes, testimony. I'm sorry, they both use examples, anecdotes, testimony, data, and research. So, same for both. Grammar, it's important for both. Organization is a little bit different. Whereas technical writing provides an introduction, body, and conclusion, uses subject lines versus a thesis, and itemization points versus transitional words. It uses subtopic sentences only when needed, dependent upon the type and length of a correspondence. Essays definitely provide introductions, thesis statements, body paragraphs, transitional words, and topic sentences. So they're a little bit different. The style is different. For technical writing, we use short denotative words, short sentences, and short paragraphs. For essays, we use longer connotative words, longer sentences, longer paragraphs. And the document design is a little bit different. For technical writing, we use a lot of highlighting techniques, graphics, headings, subheadings, various fonts, white spaces, bullets. And in essays, it's not usually a factor, or in academic writing, it's not usually a factor. I want you to pause the video and read this academic introduction about water in Lebanon. However, the technical introduction for the same subject sounds or looks like something like this. Fresh water has become scarce in Lebanon. Citizens do not receive water in their households daily and have to buy it instead. Although Lebanon has plentiful freshwater resources, these are wasted and squandered, and the solution to this lack of availability is required. This report highlights the causes of the problem and considers 2 solutions: water desalination and collection of rainwater. Based on the effectiveness, cost, and environmental impact, the second solution is then considered the more feasible one. So this is what a technical introduction to a technical report looks like. It tells what the problem is, it gives the 2 solutions that have been studied, and it's a feasibility report. So, or it's a analytical report. So it tells you which solution is the better one, and it says it in the introduction. So technical writing is not literature. It's not an expressive essay. It's not journalism. Instead, technical writing, for example, is an instructional manual for repairing machinery, or it's a memo listing meeting agendas, or it's a letter from a vendor to a client. It might be a recommendation report proposing a new design. It might be emails, it might be texts, it might be web pages. It's, in short, what you will be doing daily in the field at work. Technical writing is any written form of writing or drafting technical communication used in a variety of technical and occupational fields, such as computer, hardware and software engineering, chemistry, aeronautics, robotics, finance, medical, consumer electronics, and biotechnology. It's a type of writing where the author is writing about a particular subject that requires direction, instruction, or explanation. It has a very different purpose and different characteristics than any other writing style, such as creative writing, academic writing, or business writing. You're going to be using all these types of writing in one way or another during your career or your university career. But as engineers, you're going to be concentrating on technical writing. Technical writing is sometimes defined as simplifying the complex. Why is it important? Because it's a cornerstone of any technical workplace. Surveys show that oral and written communication skills are among the most important in the technical workplace. So, for example, a survey of Silicon Valley recruiters found that employers were not fully satisfied with business communication skills of their newly hired college graduates. 40% of employers want better speaking skills, 25% want better writing skills. And the AIAA ranked the following areas as needing improvement in engineering and education, oral communication, and technical writing. So it's a very important skill. It's very much needed, and so this is why we're studying it. Well, how well you communicate really affects the well-being of others. Take, for example, the Space Shuttle Challenger that was launched January 28, 1986. It exploded, killing everybody on board. And this explosion was caused by the failure of O-rings in the solid rocket boosters. Engineers knew of the O-ring problems well before fatal launch, but they failed to communicate the seriousness of the problem. So, what are the two different processes of the technical writing? You have the early stages for message construction, and you have the later stages for message deconstruction. Message construction includes researching, organizing information, and building strong and evidence-based arguments. The later stages involves revising, rethinking of the organization and the content of your sections, editing, making paragraph and sentence level corrections, and proofreading, making final grammatical, punctuation, and formatting corrections. Thank you so much for tuning in, and looking forward to reading your forum responses to this video.